just needs to run his corner to the corner of the end zone to hold the safety and it's a touchdown.
But he did not. And
I think Richard mad as fuck.
It looked like Kyle Hammer's looking around like, seriously? You're going to throw me this?
Leonard outside.
Now let's look at the second pick if we could. Man, that was a corner route, Richard.
That was supposed to be corner out. The corner problem.
The ball was picked up near by Stevens and picked off. Not a terrible play. It's a great play by the corners coming. Great defensive play, but these are issues that you have with small
quarterbacks now.
I agree.
It's a 5-point game.
Okay. And let's try number 3 because this one is vintage Brock Purdy to me. He says, I don't see it, so I'll just run over here, I'll run over here, I'll run over here, and I'll throw it back across my body into the middle of the field, which is always a bad idea, and it gets tipped up. That's just, again, that's a bad idea, though. That's vintage Brock Purdy. That's why.
His receiver in the chest thing gets bounced up there.
No, it's the DB's all over it. Oh, the ball gets hit by the DB. Come on, that's a horrible idea. I like the 49ers. Stop. That's terrible.
I'm just showing you what the tape says.
I like the Niners too, man. But you gotta stop
the receiver in the chest.
Yeah, okay.
Great play by Hamilton. They need to make sure that they get Hamilton back healthy.
Yeah, and then let's try.
This
one was
the first a little over a minute and a half in.
Okay, let's try the last one, shall we?
And here's Siakam for 3.
The last one was still. Let's try the last. This is the 4th pick. And this one, his arm got hit. So I'm going to give you that one. That's just great.
That's great defense. That's a great pass rush.
They're all over it. They're all over them. They're all over much of the night. And to your point, Keyshawn, I don't know, that number 24 for the Ravens.
When Siakam
Would you
is
believe that's
connecting from the
today being planned?
Can't
That's
sleep
today being
on
planned.
him.
We're number 24. Who knew? Here he
Grant, you
is.
look
All
at the
right, he's
longevity
back.
of Horford's career.
And, okay, and then there was another pick that was nearly thrown. If you can see the first third down play of the second half. This is the first, it's 3rd and 5. And that one is,
can be an X
I think it
factor
was
on any given night.
could have been pick number 5 very easily. All right, another wild throw. And then could we see the circus play that Brock Purdy tried to pull off on the 4th down play that failed? If we could, here's the 4th down play that failed, and he decides to throw it. No look over the shoulder. Okay. I know.
That's what he was trying to do whatever he could to keep the drive alive.
That's who this kid is. Fuck, man. About anything at any time. So, to me, bottom line takeaway is their greatest strength, which has been Brock Purdy, can also be their greatest weakness because he's got that haywire gene in him in which he will try on being kind of a
Kyle, you got
and a lot of times they work and sometimes they do not work.
I think for them, though, if you go back and you look at some of the games that they lost this year, when that left tackle Trent Williams was out of the game, different situation for the quarterback position. They got Clowney and the couple smelled the blood in the water. They attacked and went after him. And you have to admit that, Richard, when that guy is not on the field, it's a different offensive line. And you can certainly see that with late in the game last night.
He allegedly
No question. They got beat up on the offensive line. Davion, I want to say he had 2 sacks and one drive. But again, nonsensical. I'm not concerned about this in the league. Again, 3 of the passes get stepped up. Congratulations. Great plays by the defense. They took advantage of those plays as they should. The bad read by him, which wasn't really a bad read. George Kittle runs around. He's supposed to run. Holds the safety like he's supposed to. H drill in the end zone. That's what he was expecting. George Kittle instead goes underneath the corner, which you never do on a corner route, do you, Keyshawn? You never do under the corner route.
Based on the depth, it did not look like a corner route. Maybe but based on the concept, when I got a seam route that gets cover 2, I'm the bender. That backside route is a corner route to pull Hamilton out of there. Now he got a big cavity to drill the ball in. He didn't see it, I'm sure. He didn't recognize it. He let it go. So I don't know if I put it on Kittle or if I put it on Purdy. But based on looking at it right there, it certainly looked like if he would have gone deeper to the front, to the back of the pylon, Hamilton sees it, and then it's a big cavity for him to throw it in there. Just like we credit other people with interceptions. We can't take the fact that Brock Purdy did throw a pick. We can't all of a sudden say, well, pick is a pick.
Kyle Hamilton is playing all-pro football, and their defense when he got out there. I think he'll get his first all-pro this year. But he deserves all the credit. He's a big reason his defense works. His variability. I mean, he's playing linebacker, he's playing nickel, he's playing safety. He plays everything. He's very useful on his defense. I mean, he's playing kind of a robber role, and he's been fantastic covering receivers, running back, tight ends, everything. And he's been blitzing. He's really the linchpin of this defense, along with what you said, Davion Clowney, not a DJ. I think he had 12.5 sacks, might have got another half a sack last night. And so this defense has got people getting sacks from all over the place. But it does not concern me about the Brock Purdy deal. You know, things like this happen. This is still a second-year quarterback. A lot of those balls are tipped up, and these were balls where he's just thrown into the defense consecutively, where he's like, hey, make a bad read here, make a bad read here, make a bad read here. And you're like, oh, wow, maybe this kid has lost the juice. That is not what I saw last night. But again, congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. They played a big game in a big situation against the #1 team in the league when they had to have it. You know, this is prime time game in December. You can't throw a 4-interception game in December and expect to win MVP.
And by the way, real quick point on Kyle Hamilton. He did look like he got hurt in the fourth quarter, and yet John Harbaugh said after the game it did not look serious. He's had a sprained knee, and it looked like he just aggravated it as he went down and got his leg caught up underneath it. So maybe I'm hoping for their sake he's okay, because he is a driving force.
What do you think about the other guy on the other side?
Yeah, how well did he play? Yeah, how well did that offense and Zay Flowers and company play? How well did Edwards when allowed to rush?
I ain't even throwing to that.
Doing pretty well. Catch the ball out of the backfield. What do you say about that side of the ball? What I say about it is that Lamar took the MVP lead last night, and I know Richard is about stats, and Richard is about Brock Purdy stats, and C-Mac stats, and I give you
Back after this. Like the polls, the stories, and just media talk about guys who they said have passed you since you've been gone away, guys who got better than you. I personally got a little ticked off about it because I know you still him, but what are your personal thoughts on like the perception you've had when they say, well, this guy's better than John now, or this guy's better than John?
Who they said was
man,
better?
Halliburton, bro. What's the dude who played for the New York Knicks, man? Brunson, all these dudes, they say they're better than 12. So.
Hats off to them, you know, for, you know, leading their teams and, playing great. Obviously, the league has, a lot of talented players.
He needs to get his head in the
I have no say on
stolen by Gasol.
who's better than me and who's not. Obviously, that's everybody else's opinion.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Washington.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
those stats, but what did your eyes tell you last night?
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Want to upgrade the skill team off your watch phone?
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Break free from 3-year device contracts. Switch to T-Mobile and we'll pay off your watch phone. And upgrade you to a new Samsung Galaxy S23 or Z Flip 5 for free.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here with a new Mint customer. His name is Greg. That's because my name is Greg. What, Greg? Why'd you sign up for Mint?
Well, to buy 3 months, get 3.
Greeny, Kimberly Martin here at the Seaport with me. Dominique Foxworth and Legoooo are out there. They are. They're hanging out with us on a Wednesday.
I fucking hate Get Up, man.
To talk a little football, guys. We have just 2 weeks left in the regular season. The playoffs are coming quick, and I have some questions. Dominique, my first question is for you.
The defense making it easy, leaving his teammate
get the defense together in time. They've got reinforcements coming. Darius Slay, they made the change on the coaching staff. They picked up some guys at the trade deadline. Can that defense get fixed in time for the playoffs?
The shot is good, and the assist by
Yeah, they picked up some big names in Shaq Leonard and Byron to support the interior of that defense. But a lot of defense is about coordination and communication. They haven't had a lot of time together just yet. So I think they'll be good against the mediocre teams, but we all know they got to beat the 49ers, and I don't think they're ready for them yet.
Kimberly Martin, it's tough to find fault with what the Ravens are doing, but they've had 4 quarter leads in all 3 of their losses. So my question is, do they have what it takes to close out getting into the 4th quarter in the postseason?
Yeah, I think they definitely do. Listen, Patrick Smith and Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, they're basically like spirit animals. These guys are closers. Kyle Hamilton on the ground 1 minute, intercepting passes the next. I think this team is peaking at the right time.
Certainly look good on Christmas night. Leggoooo, last question is for you. Is the Cowboys' running game going to be something that travels in the playoffs? Are they going to be able to win with that running game?
There's the 3.
Get better for my sanity. One, because I think they now, especially after this Miami game, understand that that's going to be an important part. And the other part of this as well is that Dak Prescott is going to have to use his for to be at his full maximum capacity. We saw him do it earlier, so hopefully they'll take it into the playoffs.
Hopefully, Coach back is their team owner, Jerry Jones, who was speaking on his, I guess on his regular radio show yesterday, still confident in his team's outlook despite this past week's loss to the Dolphins in Miami. Take a listen.
They're trying to be as realistic as they could. I wouldn't trade our position for a better one today. And it has everything to do with how healthy we are in key spots. I think Dak's the best he's been in his career. And I think if you can go into this part of your season in the NFL and your quarterback is playing at this level, you've got an outstanding chance to come home happy.
Back to Parker. Here's Tatum.
A lot of what he says makes sense.
4-3.
One key thing he said didn't make it. Who would not trade those positions
That's
for
what I'm wondering. Like, we love Jerry Jones. Why would he not trade? Like, right now, we're looking at this team wondering can it win on a team that is wonderful at home, but it still has questions. Like, they're literally coming off a loss, and he says, I wouldn't trade my position. I think I would trade my position with the team that is best first round bye, that kind of thing. But I like the confidence. This is a roster they should have confidence in this roster. They have all the pieces. They got the quarterback, they got the defense.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point,
Eagles to win the division. They need help from Arizona or the Giants, and they need to take care of their own business. So maybe Jerry's just sort of, getting his mind around the fact that it's going to be a wild card season, that they're going to have to play on the road. He says, that's fine, no problem. We asked Leggoooo about the run game. We saw that highlight of Tony Pollard getting stuffed on the 1-yard line in their first drive the other day. Is this going to be a problem? And if so, is it one that Dak Prescott can help them overcome?
Both teams will make
it's definitely going to be an issue. Swagger pointed this out to me last season, and I didn't think it was going to be a problem in the playoffs, but it certainly reared its head.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
There's a whole bunch of dumb shit going on this first game.
These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Whole bunch of dumb shit.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
But this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Magic, folks, with a 128 to 114 win against the Suns. Now star Luka Doncic 16, but just the 4th player in NBA history to score 50 in also casually passing the 10,000 career points. Milestone. So Shannon, where does this rank in Christmas Day performance?
Guys, I'm going to have to go with
23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Triple-double and got the best of Kobe, but that's not it for me. I saw Nikola Jokic have a 41, 15, and 15 last year. That's not it for me. My greatest memory of a Christmas Day game was Bernard King. Bernard King went for 60 yards on Christmas Day, and that's his highest score game ever. So that was the best one for me. Although Luka 50 and 15 was something special. But Bernard King on Christmas Day of 1984 was the best one I saw all night.
Not gonna lie, I agree with you, Shannon. All right, as I'm just gonna keep agreeing with you. You know what you're talking about. You're in the big seat. All right, as mentioned earlier, the Golden State Warriors fell to the Denver Nuggets 20-1.
And the Jazz.
With
Certainly not the best look, but I admire
12
the
showing from
confidence
the
to
floor.
let
He
it
set
fly.
career high with his 18 made free throws. And the Nuggets were 26 of 32 from the free throw line. Now after the game, Steve Kerr turned it off about
That's his first foul.
I have no problem with the officials themselves. They're all across the league. We have really good officials. I have a problem with the way we are legislating defense out of the game. That's what we're doing in the NBA. The way we're teaching the officials, we're just enabling players to BS their way to the foul line. If I were a fan, I wouldn't have wanted to watch the second half of that game. It was disgusting.
That was a very interesting soundbite right there. All right, Perkins, birthday boy, live back with us now. Perk, were Steve Kerr's comments fair or foul?
About a minute played here in the second half.
And over the last couple of weeks,
I mean, the last couple of years, the Warriors been getting a lot of calls and shit. You know, over the last few years, he's not lying. The only problem is that he's just saying it when they're losing. He's not lying. And Perk, you know that shit, your cheesehead ass boy. You know that. He's not lying, bro. I love the NBA, bro, as a whole. Feel me, but
hitting his man in stride.
They trying to push defense out and put all that offense in that bitch. All these threes and shit. Threes cool and all, bro. But see, the three will never be as big as the dunk, bro. No matter how many kids want to do that shit, everybody want to dunk still, bro. You feel me? Like, it don't matter, bro. So it's just like, bro, y'all niggas need to make sure them defensive niggas keep getting in that bitch. Goddamn, excuse me, Lord. Let's get some 100 or 112 games. You ain't gotta have motherfucking 134 to 124 all the time.
And we're about a minute and a half in.
Where the defense at? That's too much offense.
Outside Mitchell. Pass to Carter. Here's Siakam. Misses off the right iron. And Washington with possession. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points.
And this is where JR can put it on you. Excellent in the catch and shoot.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Get up out of here. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. That shit weak. I don't even know why that shit weak.
I'm ready to level up, I got the bag and the key. I'm winning, I'm climbing, I've been on this level, you see. They looking and wishing, but really they'll never be me. Cause I got the energy, I got the energy. Tell me you feeling me, I'm charged up, I'ma level up the energy. I got the energy. Tell me you feeling me, I'm charged up, I'ma switch it up. Hey, give me some room, get out of my way. Give me some room, I'ma switch it up.
Number one, if you're going to call out something, don't hide behind subliminals. Put an address on it. You were talking about Jokic and his 18 free throws because 18 of his 26 points came from the free throw line last night. That's number one. And number two, Jokic is one of the most high IQ players the game has ever seen. I played with a great player, Paul Pierce, that when he didn't have it going offensively, his shots wasn't falling, he got to the free throw line. Secondly, I'm going to take the line for finesse 2 times. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. When Golden State was making their runs in championships with KD, without KD, and calls were going their way, everything was fine and dandy. Now, Steve Kerr, do you really want to go back to the old school rules? Because that might hurt your offense. Do you really want to go back to old school head-checking, stopping progress, holding up Steph Curry, getting physical with Klay Thompson? Do you really want that? Or do you want to address the problem at hand last night? That Steph Curry was 7 for 21, Klay Thompson 3 for 13. That was the real problem. Like, address that. It was nothing wrong with that game last night.
You're absolutely right. Well, Steve Kerr, let my recommendation be, you go get you a player that can BS his way to the line
to the free throw line because that's your problem. You can't get fouled because you're selling for jump shots. And teams are smart enough not to foul your jump shooters. They got Nikola Jokic. It's just like Joel Embiid. Well, how do you stop it? You got to foul it, especially when you're a small team like Golden State. Golden State doesn't have a big that you can drop the ball down to and say, go get me a bucket or go get fouled. And so when Steph Curry is shooting all those jump shots, and they're not going in. And Klay Thompson is shooting all those jump shots, and they're not going in. They've always been a team that didn't shoot a whole lot of power shot legs and work because they shoot jump shots. They don't got nobody that can bang. They got nobody when they're back to the basket to go get easy buckets before you get fouled. That's apologize to Kirk. Like I said, the problem was you had is that Nikola Jokic didn't have it going offensively shooting the ball, but he was able to draw fouls and get to the free throw line and have a great stat line. But that's your guy's fault because you're not a big team.
Well, look, there's a lot of nights I watch NBA games and I have a little bit of a problem with some of the calls that are made and sending guys to the line with very minimal contact. I guess that's just part of my mindset from when I played. It is different in that way. But here's the thing. Here's where Steve Kerr is wrong. When he makes comments like this after a game against Jokic, it seems like he's now putting the shine on Jokic, like he is the poster child for guys that do this. And the truth of the matter is, Jokic only gets to the line about 6 times a game. I think in his career, he averages 4.6 free throw attempts per game. So I guess there's nothing like he gets with Embiid and Giannis, both those guys. I think they have 5 seasons where they average 10 or more free throws a game. Jokic for his career averages 6 or 4.6. He's averaging 6 this year. It just so happened on this night against a smaller team, a physically weaker team, a team that just has a propensity for fouling a lot. Jokic took advantage of getting the call, went to the line on a night when he wasn't doing it with his jump shot. He had 4 field goals. He wasn't really having a normal Jokic offensive game. Guess what great players do? They find another way to beat you. So on this particular night, that's what he did. He took advantage of the smaller team against him, smaller matchups they were trying to put against him, and he got to the line 18 times. So that's why I have a problem with Kirk making these comments after this game. Because it seems like he's trying to single out Jokic as a guy that's taking advantage of this by doing a lot of acting. And the truth just doesn't bear that out when you look at the facts. Nobody touches the ball more than Jokic. 101 touches a game. He only shoots 6 free throws a night. It just was one of those nights for Steve Kerr, unfortunately, that Jokic was able to take advantage of.
Well, speaking of facts, if I may interject, Denver entered Monday shooting the worst free throw percentage in the NBA. So,
a sloppy turnover.
It was a good night, but like, the facts are the facts here.
Both teams will make
some... I mean, you go 18 for 18, everybody's going to complain.
Institutions. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Currently, twice, and stay.
Back to Rose.
Including the most gentle.
Great play by Horford to set him up.
Really as good as any passing big you have in the NBA.
When I apply my signature to something,
offense as a
I'm
big.
saying that I've proven can't go to big time for all of my signature pizzas. Order now and get 30% off any genuine price signature pizzas online at Mr. Jones.pizza.
Kuzma with the ball. Claxton picks him up. We've got 1:55 left now in the first quarter. Here's Rose. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Washington. Pass to Jordan. Back to Irving. Jackson left side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. Here's Irving. That one a little long.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Horford. Rose outside.
Only a few NBA players experience a continuous performance over the years and still manage to stay in the NBA. So considering it is the premier basketball league in the world, it makes sense. That being said, there is one clear outlier in this trend. An NBA player who has decreased output almost every year, but has still been lingering on the bench for years. That player goes by Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Many see this as a clear case of nepotism due to his brother being such an important player for the Milwaukee Bucks, which may be true, and we can all agree that Thanasis is part of a good NBA player. But how bad is he actually? Welcome to Sports Gear. Let's get into it.
By Irving.
Well, Irving is an excellent facilitator. He's going to have those big openings. He'll take advantage.
That man right there got the best job security in the history of civilization right there. That's not a bad player. I know, they say he's a bad player. I'm saying they not job security. They got the job security. That boy will always have a job as long as his brother's the man.
As you may be aware, all the Antetokounmpo brothers are important athletes to Nigerian parents. Thanasis is the oldest of the 5 brothers, born in July 1992. Much like the rest of his brothers, he began playing basketball at youth camps in his home country, Greece. However, back home, he was not given the same opportunities in basketball as you might see from kids growing up in the USA.
So much in his
Greece,
career, he's become
basketball is not the most
asset
popular
both
sport,
on the floor
so opportunities to play basketball were certainly limited growing up, with soccer being the most popular sport in Greece. That being said, one thing was certainly on his side, and that would be his insane genetics. All the Antetokounmpo brothers had.
A big fella with
While
the
not as
ability
tall as
and
his younger brother
confidence at the
Giannis,
free throw line is
Thanasis
something
is still
that every
6 or
team
7
wants.
tall with a
Don't have
solid
to make
build,
those late
so a career play
substitutions.
professional
Big guys
basketball
on the
was
floor.
probably always on the cards. Thanasis began his basketball journey quite late, when he was just 16 years old, when he played for junior teams in Athens. He played semi-professionally with the Saints for a couple of years, before finally getting his chance at professional basketball at age 20. Thanasis joined the men's team after his brother Giannis had. The pair looked like they would be together on draft night as well, with Thanasis originally declaring for the 2013 NBA draft. And this was a slightly surprising move for Thanasis, as he averaged just 12.2 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. This was the same season that his younger brother Giannis was also outperforming.
Good action already in this one.
In the end,
But a fairly
Thanasis
even
decided to build
matchup
his stock
after this
in
first
Greece
quarter of
for the
play.
season. While Giannis was
Seen here
drafted
from
in
the
the
home
first
team,
round
what
of
you
the
take so
2013
far?
NBA draft by the
Well,
Bucks.
so far they've got
As
things
for
rolling
Thanasis,
along
he
nicely
was
at the
later
offensive
selected in
end.
the 2013
Couldn't
NBA
ask for a better
Development
one
League
right
draft.
now. Just a complete
Thanasis got a
rhythm
chance
by
to
all the
impress
guys who
NBA
got
teams.
some minutes.
A
Wonderful
solid
start.
season for the Delaware 87ers landed Thanasis in the second round of the 2014 NBA draft, selected by the New York Knicks. As a late second round pick, Thanasis got a big opportunity to impress.
And he drew contact on the shot,
However,
so he will go to the
expectations
line.
didn't live
A
up to reality,
play
and
opportunity.
Thanasis had a poor overall performance.
And let's
As
take
a
a moment
result,
to get your take,
his next
guys,
2
on the
seasons saw
scoring
him
so far
remain in the
for
D League.
Washington.
After playing just 2 games, scoring 6 points in those 2 games, Thanasis looked like he was done in the NBA. While younger brother Giannis was becoming an NBA superstar, Thanasis was out of the NBA, and it looked as though he would have to rebuild his career in Europe. After a single season in Andorra, Thanasis returned to Greece, this time with a different team. It seemed like a great move for Thanasis, as the team is not only one of the biggest sides in Greece, but also an instant competitor in Europe. Thanasis joined a team that was already massively successful, and they continued their winning streak with successive Greek titles in 2018 and 2019. In that time, Thanasis was named the most spectacular player of the league. At the end of the second successful campaign, there were some slightly surprising rumours regarding a return to the NBA for Thanasis. While it was clear that he was not getting a huge amount of interest from a variety of teams, the Milwaukee Bucks certainly made it clear they wanted to add another Antetokounmpo brother to their roster. Thanasis was signed to a 2-year deal with the Bucks to partner with his brother Giannis. Unlike his time in New York, it was clear from early on that Thanasis would be a part of the rotation of the Bucks. And never seen as a starter, Thanasis became a 10-minute per night contributor. His minutes went down considerably in the playoffs, but that didn't have a huge impact on Milwaukee.
And we're now about a minute into the
Thanasis won a
second quarter
ring
of
with the
play.
Bucks in 2021, featured in 13 of their playoff games that season. Despite these being garbage minutes, the Bucks still decided to keep Thanasis, and he signed another 2-year extension. Despite his regular season minutes going down in the last couple of seasons, the Bucks still gave Thanasis another contract in 2023. So it might seem like Thanasis must be doing something right, all these opportunities right. But how bad is Thanasis missing again? If you look at the teams he's played for and the accolades he's accumulated, it might seem like Thanasis has an accumulated advantage much hate. But all that Antetokounmpo brother is an NBA champion, 2-time Greek League champion, was also on the D-League All-Defensive team.
Things
His
just
feet
don't
did
seem to
almost
be
200
clicking for them
games
offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Games. But when you take a look further into the stats, this would be worse than Thanasis, as there is no statistical category where Thanasis really stands out. Across his entire NBA career, he's averaged 2.6 points per game, while barely able to put up an assist every other game. Gathers in around 1.7 rebounds, while not shooting really efficiently for a guy his size and stature. Much like his younger brother Giannis, Thanasis is a pretty poor 3-point shooter, averaging just 15% from beyond the arc. Considering Thanasis has won a couple of accolades for his impressive defensive performances in the D-League, those performances didn't really translate to
clearing himself a path to a shot.
Thanasis averages just 0.3 steals per game and 0.2 blocks per game across his entire career. In fact, his career high in blocks in a single game was just 2, which is around the numbers of an average NBA player. So it seems like Thanasis is not a great NBA player.
Now just a 3-point Washington lead.
Now what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to Gasol. Cuts off the pass. Inside. Here's Irving. Here's Rodman. Now here's Irving. Stolen by Carter. Lots of room. And that's good for 2. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
When the defense gives you room, take it. Don't pass up the shot. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
As a father who works full time, I want to be an example to show them that even though
teams would usually give players who barely contribute to a team 1-year contracts and not player-friendly 2-year deals. Thanasis is barely playing an on-court role for the Bucks. He had more turnovers per game than steals and blocks combined. At 31 years old, this is probably the best Thanasis will ever be.
So both teams changing it up here.
Have you guys ever heard the phrase, if at first...
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Rose. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Be placed against them like a 7 of the playoffs. As the NBA player, nor the fan base wants to see their team losing to a team
Washington with
going
possession.
on a historic streak of
They've led by as much as 10. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Irving. Here's Anunoby. And a two-handed jam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Tatum. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Siakam. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Siakam's got his second basket of the game.
And that's easy pickings right there. Leave someone that wide open, and Mitchell's not going to miss them.
Knocked away. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Rodman. Rebounded by Kuzma. Outside Mitchell. Just 3 on the clock. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
And your perimeter defenders, excluding Asar Thompson and Hayes, are also bad when it comes to playing defense. And the whole roster is filled with discrepancies. The players that can play on offense can't play on defense. The players that are good at playing defense, or at least knows what to do defensively, are just incapable when it comes to being at the minimum and net positive offensively. Just look at this play. A veteran player Bogdanovic gets caught while watching, doesn't realize that there was a switch, and gets an earful from rookie Asar Thompson. Vice versa offensively, the Nets are playing a 3-2 zone and running the Detroit off of the 3-point line. Cunningham gets the ball with 10 seconds left on the shot clock, and notice how Ken Johnson closes out Cade. Instead of directly closing out Cunningham, he's trying to take away the passing angle to the right corner. Cade immediately reads the situation and is trying to get rid of the ball. It's not an easy pass to make, two good defenders on him, but Asar doesn't do anything to make it easier for his teammates. He doesn't offer himself in the open block of the court, and when he does, it's already too late. And details like this are costing you games. You can play without Asar because he's your only elite perimeter defender, but offensively you're playing 4 against 5. You're forced to choose whether Killian Hayes or Jaden Ivey should play more, as Jaden offensively fits your best player Cunningham, as Killian sucks all space from your team's offense. But then again, Jaden is prone to turnovers and has a Russell Westbrook issue of not being able to slow down. While Killian will give you solid playmaking with decent defense, and you can see how much of a headache it is to decide which one of them needs to win more minutes. The whole team is just bad when it comes to making wide open long-range shots. They're bottom in the whole league in 3-point percentages, which means that for the opposition there's more than one candidate to back off and leave open on the perimeter. Naturally, it causes atrocious spacing issues. It's not like spacing is a thing that with enough emphasis could be accomplished, especially considering the fact that you only have 2 snap shooters on the team with Boyan and Isaiah Stewart, who's I would say alongside Cade and Jalen when he's healthy is the only bright side of this season. Isaiah had a problem of being too undersized as a 5 and too bulky to play as a 4. But hitting threes at the 40% clip, while attempting almost 4 3-pointers per game, it gives him that versatility where you can use Isaiah both as a 5 and as a 4 depending on the matchups. But outside of Boyan and Big Stu, the team struggles to space the floor correctly. Most of the time there's no breathing room to drive or do anything inside the painted area. Also doesn't help that guys like Jaden Ivey not always recognizes the lack of space. The teams are quick.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Here's Iverson. Nails it from beyond the arc. Iverson's got 7 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down. Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Jackson, left side. Outside Irving. For 3. Sinks the tray. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now here's Irving. Clock at 6. Pass to Jordan. Count that one. And Washington leads by 15.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Irving. Checked by Mitchell. Puts one up from 19. The rebound by Carter. Siakam outside. Pass to Mitchell. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
personal foul. First team foul.
So both teams making some changes here. And Washington with possession. They're on a 14-3 run. Pass to Jordan. Now Claxton. Back to Jackson. Jordan goes in. From the arc. Shot from 16. And Carter with the block. Carter on the wing. From about 19. The rebound by Jackson. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Jordan with it. With the floater. Pass to Iverson. And here's Jordan. Three-pointer. No good that time. Back to Rose. Now here's Kuzma. On the attack, Rose. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And if you're the defense, you can't let Rose run all over you because you will be forced to foul.
Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Rose.
You know, it's great to see Rose out there. After all those injuries, Derrick still has a passion for the game.
And he can't hit the second. Here's Rodman. Pass to Irving. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Rose outside. Oh, sweet move. Jams it in off the great move.
Oh, once Rose feels like he has to step on the defense, he's ready for a liftoff. What a slam.
Here's Iverson. Pass to Anunoby. Fires the 3. And so it's Washington. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Now here's Irving. Out to the right wing. From downtown. Rice grabs the miss. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Rodman. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Off the inbound. Pass to Rice. Lets it go from deep. Claxton with a rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
To the middle. Outside for Mitchell. Here's Turkoglu. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Rose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Irving. And Irving powers it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. I mean, these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Rodman. 6 to shoot. The three is up. And that one's good. Irving for 3. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Washington provided some info for us. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle, and they're hoping that the swelling will go down.
All right, that's good intel. We've definitely been thinking of him, and now we have some more clarity, guys.
Yeah, they now have all the information they need in order to determine the next steps.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
Pass to Kuzma. Here's Carter. Looking to win the run. And it's slammed in by Carter.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball.
Well, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Pass to Claxton. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his third foul so far.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
With the step back. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Kuzma.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Iverson. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It will be a re-jump.
Horford with it. Jackson in his pocket. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. A minute and a half left in the final quarter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
What determination from Mitchell. So good at overcoming these types of challenges.
Pass to Iverson. Into the lane.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Claxton. Releases. Irving, no good. And here's Carter. Down low. Here's Siakam. Blocked!
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Carter can't get it to go. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Irving for 3. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Al Horford. That free throw good from Irving.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
And he makes all 3. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Rose. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rice. Here's Turkoglu. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court.
And so they get the victory here at home. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.